Second episode of A Grave Day in Ohio coming at ya. Hope you enjoy.
Down with the grave.
He didn't want the office. He barely got to serve. But his tomb? It's royalty carved in stone. Some graves are modest, some are marble. And then, there's James A. Garfield, the 20th president, buried in a Gothic fortress at Lakeview Cemetery in Cleveland, Ohio. If mausoleums were cathedrals, this would be the Vatican. Garfield never sought the presidency. He was pulled into it. Civil War general, preacher, scholar, a man of duty, not ambition. And just 4 months in, a bullet tore his fate apart. Shot by Charles Guiteau in a DC train station. But it wasn't the bullet that killed him. It was 11 weeks of infection, malpractice, and agony. Garfield didn't die from assassination. He died from medicine's failure. But in death, he was honored like no other. Beneath this dome stands the only sitting US president whose body is still on full display. And behind him, a wall that burns with color. A Tiffany glass mosaic, over 10,000 pieces, showing Garfield ascending to glory, crowned with a golden laurel by Liberty herself. Garfield is one of only 2 US presidents whose actual casket is publicly visible, the other being Abraham Lincoln, though Lincoln's body was moved and secured beneath many feet of concrete. The display gives visitors a direct view of presidential history and mortality. No photos, no replicas, just the real coffin of a fallen president. He served just 199 days, and now he's watched over Cleveland for more than a century. Garfield never wanted glory, but in death, he became eternal. It's wild to think that a US president who passed so long ago is literally feet from me.
Here they are, Mr. and Mrs. Garfield. Here is his daughter and her husband, I believe, that are next to him. But yeah, this is the only presidential gravesite that the coffin's open to the public to see. It's not technically open, but it's right there in plain sight. So, rest in peace, sir. It was Tommy Coolwater and Brittany from James A. Garfield's Memorial. Thanks for joining us.
While touring the tomb, Brittany and myself noticed a symbol on the floor that we wouldn't associate with anything noble. The swastika, etched into the tile like a quiet ghost of something dark. But here's the truth. This wasn't placed by Nazis. This memorial was finished in 1890, long before Hitler twisted the meaning. Back then, it stood for good fortune, the eternal cycle of life, even divine power. Ancient cultures used it to represent harmony, not hate. So when you see it here, understand it wasn't meant to shock. It was meant to sanctify.